Hey, language teachers, quick question. Have you ever noticed that your advanced students hit a plateau? They understand everything you say, they follow along, but they don't really stretch themselves anymore? You ask a question, they give a basic answer, and that's it? Well, today I have a powerful yet simple technique that will push them to think critically, engage deeply, and naturally use more complex language. The secret? Ambiguity. That's right. Leaving out details or adding uncertainty in storytelling is one of the best ways to challenge students to infer, interpret, and negotiate meaning, just like they do in the real world conversations. And the best part? This technique is ridiculously easy to implement. And you don't even have to rewrite your entire curriculum. And you'll instantly see students speaking more, thinking harder, and having way more fun. By the end of this video, you'll have 3 powerful ways to use ambiguity in storytelling that you can start using tomorrow to unlock advanced fluency in your students. So let's dive in. First things first, why does ambiguity work so well? Because it forces students to think beyond what's given to them. When every detail of a story is clear and spelled out, students become passive listeners. They don't have to work for meaning. But when something is missing, boom, their brains kick into overdrive. Here's how to make them infer, analyze, and critically think like language detectives. First, deliberate omission. Let them fill in the gaps. So, what is this? You tell a story, but you leave out key details. Maybe the ending, the motivation of a character, or an important event. And this works because students can't just passively listen, they have to infer what's missing. So, tell a story about a lost object, but don't say who took it or why. Let students come up with their own theories. Share a short anecdote, but remove the ending. Then ask, what do you think happened next? And here's a tip for you. At first, students will hesitate because they're used to being told the right answer. Resist the urge to confirm anything too soon. Instead, ask guiding questions. What clues in the story support that idea? Could there be another possibility? By the end of this activity, they'll be arguing their ideas naturally, using more advanced structures to defend their points. 2. Multiple interpretations. Let students decide what's true. You intentionally create a story where multiple interpretations are possible. And this works because it forces students to defend their viewpoints with evidence, naturally pushing them to use complex language. Just tell a short story about a letter left on a table. Who wrote it? What does it say? Was it a love letter, a resignation notice, or a secret warning? Describe a situation where a character is running. Are they running for exercise, away from danger, or to meet someone? Let students debate. Pro tip for you, have students work in pairs or small groups and give each group a different interpretation to argue for. This makes it even more engaging. And here's a real world connection. This mimics real life communication. People interpret meaning based on tone, body language, and context clues all of the time. And strategy 3, unreliable narrators. Make them question everything. So give students a narrator or a character who is hiding something or lying. Students must analyze, detect inconsistencies, and build their own conclusions. So you can tell 2 conflicting versions of a short story and ask, who's telling the truth? Use a witness testimony format where one character exaggerates, another downplays, and another omits key facts. Pro tip, if students struggle, encourage them to pick apart the details and use phrases like, but in the first version they said, so why does this version say this? What could explain this contradiction? By now, your students aren't just listening to stories anymore, they're investigating them. Now that we've got students thinking critically, let's take it up a notch, getting them to use more advanced language. So first, debate ambiguous scenarios. Give students a morally or situationally unclear scenario where there's no obvious right or wrong answer. They'll have to justify their opinions with strong reasoning, leading to richer vocabulary use. So you can present a scenario. A man steals medicine to save a sick child. Is he guilty? Ask students to take sides, but they can only speak in full sentences with supporting evidence. Pro tip: use a challenge rule. Students can challenge each other's arguments if they disagree. This leads to even deeper discussion. Next, you can create story continuation. What this is start a story with an ambiguous premise, and students must continue it while maintaining the ambiguity. So begin with something like a woman walks into a cafe, looks around nervously, and then leaves without ordering. What's her story? Students take turns adding to the story, making it even more mysterious. Pro tip: set a rule that no student can completely solve the mystery. This keeps the suspense going. A third idea is role playing with hidden agendas. So assign students roles in a situation where some characters have secret motives. It makes them use natural language to uncover information. It could be a detective questioning suspects, where each suspect hides a piece of the truth, or a character at a party who has lost something but no one knows exactly what. Here's your pro tip: give students private character notes so they each know something the others don't. Ever wondered how well you are implementing CI strategies? Take our free CI proficiency quiz and see where you stand. Go to mm.us/CI quiz. Now let's make storytelling so engaging that students forget they're in class. Mystery stories. Start with a story with missing pieces and let students ask yes or no questions to uncover the truth. Ambiguous images or prompts. Show a picture with unclear context and ask students to describe what's happening. Or group story building. Each student adds a line to the story, but they must add ambiguity. Those are 3 great ideas to get your classes started. There you have it. 3 powerful ways to challenge your advanced students using ambiguity. Which one will you try first? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you want to give your students even better feedback, check out my next video, 5-minute feedback hack for instant proficiency progress. Happy comprehensible input.